Hi Aquarius, how are you guys doing? I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're still going down the path of spiritual guidance messages. I've brought in, we're using 2 oracle decks today to get your message. So spirit animals have come in. So spirit animal, as I was shuffling it out, the question I was asking for Aquarius was what's going on? Just give us a message about what is going on. And then the second card is still with the mystical shaman. And with that card, I want to know, like, where is this pushing you? So whatever's going on, whatever message you're getting from the animal spirits, the shaman oracle is going to tell us where it's pushing you. And your cards are pretty cool. Pretty cool. So the first card, the animal spirit card that you got, is Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. This is a lot. This is, I like to look at this card, and if I wanted to compare it to like a tarot card, I would give it 2. There's 2 that I would compare this to. The first is the Hanged Man, almost for the obvious reason, right? Like the bat's upside down, looks at the world in a completely different way from how most of us do, or even how the bat does when it's flying around and hunting. So when it's in that rest mode, it's upside down, it has a different perspective about everything, its energy is flowing differently. So it is a lot like the Hanged Man. So there is a nudge. You're being asked to look at things differently. And I think it's yourself, actually, once we get into this a little more. Now the second card I think is also obvious with the rebirth is assured, is it reminds me of the Judgment card, of moving out of some sort of old energy, something about you that's being transformed, and you're about to be rebirthed. And I really do think so. There's a new cycle coming in for you guys. Last week, Aquarius. Yeah, you were being asked to put the shadow work aside, weren't you? And to focus on, I can't remember what you were being asked to focus on. I do remember that the shadow work was done, if I can sort of remember the title. If the shadow work is done, I want to think that likely it would have said, the message would have been about deeper divine self now. And isn't that interesting? Because the card that you got, where this is shifting you, where this is pushing you, with this bat energy, this bat spirit energy that's come out, is the upper world. And I'm really feeling very strongly, Aquarius, this is about your deeper self. You may be, with the combination of these 2 cards, let's look at them here. Okay, there's something here that's going on. There might be resistance on your part regarding this rebirth, regarding this new perspective on yourself. But, this is life. This is how it goes. And as we get older and older, it can get a little harder to release and allow rebirths to come through, because we get a little more stubborn, we get a little more resistant, we're just older, we're more fatigued, life has worn us down a bit. It's not like a little kid. They get a little bit of a nudge to rebirth and do something new and learn something new about themselves and explore something. For the most part, they tend to go right into that. So always brings it back for me to you, to pulling in your inner child, because that's who you are. That's your divine self. And that's what I feel like with this upper world card, is where you're being asked to go. Your true divine self, who you truly are in the divine sense. And this rebirth, as we get older, it's often about removing labels we've placed on ourselves, other people have. Sometimes I feel like I'm always repeating myself, but it's what it is. It's removing those so that you can find, how about an onion? Let's start comparing it to food. And why not an onion? It's so zesty and yummy and stinky. So you peel it off, right? When an onion grows, if you think about that, if you've ever spent any time gardening, when an onion grows, it does start off as this, almost like this little piece of grass. It's so thin, it's so tiny, and there aren't a lot of layers there yet. It's its raw grassroots self, right? It literally is almost like just a stem of grass and a little root system. That's that raw divine self. And then as it grows and it grows and it gets layers and layers and layers and layers, And I don't really know what the purpose of the layers are, because I don't really know that onion grows so that we can eat it. Onion grows to do something for itself. I would imagine that there's some sort of little seed or something that is produced inside there, and that growth is to nourish the divine self within, right? Because that's what ends up covered in all these layers. So that's sort of what I feel like is happening. Your divine self is covered in all these layers and getting into it. And the upper world is also very much about connecting with your intuition, connecting with your own spirit guides, and connecting with divine source. Divine source, to really feel and know who you are again. I'm really enjoying the energy of these two different oracles coming in with your bat. Do you feel it? Do you feel like there's something in you that is wanting to be rebirthed? Maybe a new direction for you. It's definitely a new perspective. And there's some sort of hesitation. There's a little bit of hesitation because you know what? It probably did serve you for a little while. Whatever it was that you're needing, being nudged to move away from, was likely serving you for a little while. But now it's not, because this is a new you. It's a new cycle. People around you are cycling and changing. Earth is. The energy around us is. And how do you fit into it? Well, you do. But the best way to fit into it is through your deeper divine self. Just allowing you to be you and going where you need to go. And really feeling that. So now I am with my ethereal tarot deck here. Ethereal visions, that's it. I know there was another word to it. Ethereal visions. Tarot deck. Rebirth is assured. There's something you're being hesitant with, though, with this card. So there's something you're hesitating on. You're stalling a little bit. You're not ready to fully release. Let's kind of get an idea why Aquarius is not ready to fully release. The Devil card here. Woo, interesting. Capricorn energy. This is the most beautiful Devil card in any deck I've ever had. I love it. I love this card. I love the depiction of it. And you know what's great about this? This Devil stands up top, but he's got no chains on anybody here. Everybody's just free. She's laying on the ground here, her own naked self. The masculine energy is sitting on the ground. He's trying not to look at the temptation. Oh, that's an interesting message. Yeah, there's some sort of temptation here. Wow, I get a lot of actually Aries and Capricorn energy from this card. I get a lot of that from this card. So I feel that there's probably a lot of desire here. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of temptation towards something. Now, is that... Did you hear the crow? I love it. The crow had something to say to you there. That desire, that temptation... I feel like it's there, though, to lead you somewhere. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. I just feel, whether you're masculine or feminine energy, I feel like you're kind of sitting here, and the temptation is here, but you just don't want to quite look. You don't want to look. And what is this temptation? What does this temptation on the deeper level of existence, what does that bring to Aquarius? What does this temptation bring to Aquarius that they don't want to look at, that they don't want to rebirth? The rebirth is assured. You can't get away from this. What is the temptation that Aquarius doesn't want to look at? What is this temptation? What does it bring? What does it bring, right? What does it bring on the deeper aspects of things? Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, 4 cards. Always a story, isn't it? It's always a story. Ooh! Oh yeah, this is a good temptation. Okay, the first card is the Ace of Swords. So there's a truth to be explored here, divine truth. Feels very divine. This is divinely guided, because this is where you're moving into. You're moving into a deeper truth on your own here. So there is a truth here that you need to embrace, is sort of the, not that you need to when you're ready, I don't want to sound pushy, that is needed to be embraced at some point. It's a deeper truth within yourself. The Nine of Cups. This is your wish is my command. This is something that you've wished for. And holy cow, here it is. Now what do I do? Now what do I do for? It's something that you've been wishing and hoping for. Now, if you are only in, so this is how this can work out too, because, you know, time is not linear. Energy is mutable. So depending where you are in this energy, and if it resonates with you, it is a general reading. If it resonates with you, maybe you're just feeling like something is coming towards you. Something new is coming towards me. So for you, like, you may not even realize this temptation yet. It may not be in your energy yet. Others of you may already be in it. You may already be exploring the new truth. You may already be realizing this is like something I've been wishing for. So, you know, see where you fit in the timeline. Now, the next card, after your wish is my command, is the Two of Cups. This is Gemini, I'm getting a lot of Leo energy out of this Two of Cups here, obviously, right? We have the lion here depicted. So there's strength. You're being asked to call into your inner strength regarding this, this temptation, this rebirth that's assured. And then the Seven of Wands. So there's the hesitation. There it is. And then the crow just spoke up again. There's the hesitation, Aquarius. All right. So, what's coming towards you is good. It's good. This temptation is good. Why does Aquarius feel hesitant about the temptation? Wow. I'm going to say, like, just because you can't see, three cards came out. They were all face down except one. So this is the one that was not face down. The Four of Cups. I feel like there's hesitation here. You didn't expect this. You weren't looking for it. It came out of the blue a little bit on you. And that's kind of how spirit works. It kind of comes out of the blue. I feel like you may have been minding your own business. You may have had your own goals. Everything was kosher. Yeah, it's good. Everything's fine. I'm getting by. But whatever this temptation is within your life, it does with the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. This is a wonderful opportunity for you. I feel very divine friendship, perhaps romantic. Well, you know, the Devil card is here. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is like sexual desire. There could also be, I want to say some, what's the right word for it, is maybe a little obsessive thinking on it, going it over and over again in your head. This situation or this person, it feels like a person. With the Two of Cups, I really feel like it's a person. It might be a wonderful friendship. Maybe you've been burned in the past by friendship, or this person just seems just too darn perfect, because it's the Nine of Cups. Your wish is my command. So this person is also here, I feel, though, particularly when we're doing these deeper spiritual readings. This person is here as part of your soul journey. This person is here as part of a connection for you. What that brings might be different for each one of you, right? But I can see there's the hesitation because I thought everything was fine, but now I'm seeing, wow, there's so much more out there that I could be reaching out for, that could be coming towards me. What do I do now? So, but the bat is telling you that this rebirth is assured. You can't get out of the rebirth. It may not necessarily, maybe this person is a catalyst. Maybe this situation is a catalyst to where you realize, makes you look at things in your life that you thought, it was okay, I was getting by, and then you think, wow, there could actually be so much more for me. There's so much more out there to do and to experience and to love and to enjoy. And again, because this is based on reaching into your deeper self, the upper world. This is your divine you, the divine you, who you were when you came here, when you were just a little baby, and who you were probably until you went to school and all the other little kids told you what you should start doing and you should get in line and be quiet. It's time to start peeling off those labels and those layers of that onion. And get back in there. That's what this is for. Now that you have all that practical adult experience, let's dig down into that inner child and really find you, Aquarius. upper world. What is coming? You know what? I'm going to use a different deck. I just got a message to use a different deck here as we explore the other side of your reading for the upper world. Can you hear the crickets? I hope you can. So nice. Aquarius, Aquarius, how art thou, Aquarius? Oh, that is so funny. I split the deck to shuffle. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. I'm dropping cards again. And one card just flew out of the split and landed like almost on me face up. How, as I was saying, Aquarius, Aquarius, how art thou, Aquarius? The death card. Yeah, it's coming through. Yeah. Oh, and Halloween is coming too, so watch out. Yeah, this is like a rebirth. Oh, I love this for you, Aquarius. Look at this cauldron in the background and how it's creating this brand new full cycle with this almost like it's manifesting this moon cycle for you. The Grim Reaper, how he comes through and how we give him such a bad rap, but he often clears out what is not serving anymore, what needs to end. A mask has hit the floor on this card. I never saw that before. Wow. This cauldron, I thought it was just sitting on a hill, but it's a hill of skulls. You see that? Wow. Isn't that nifty? Yeah, he's been and done this before, this Grim Reaper. He knows there's hesitation. He's got a pile of skulls back there. He's had so many endings to bring in new beginnings. Yeah. This is so good for you though, Aquarius. It just doesn't always feel like it, right? And I feel like it has thrown you off a little bit. It's made you feel a little bit vulnerable with the Four of Cups. It's just sort of a surprise. You didn't expect this. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't looking for it. Why did the universe have to do this to me? Soul contracts, baby. Soul contracts. But yes, but having said all that, I just had like a little eureka for you. So you're moving out of the shadow work. So the shadow work, the dark stuff, that's what where we really grow, where we really learn here in Earth School. And that's the hard stuff. That's where we get stronger. We gain our strength to move into these new cycles and have the strength. You know, try to imagine where you were 20 or 25 years from now, if you're anywhere as old as I am. If you're only 20 or 25 years, half your lifetime ago, let's do that. Imagine yourself half a lifetime ago. I can do that. And I think about where I am now. I think about where I am in a mental state, an emotional state, even a spiritual state. Physical state too. I've never been in the best shape as I am now. I just couldn't do it back then. I didn't have the motivation. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't have the willpower. Imagine who you were half a lifetime ago, and imagine just taking that person and plopping them right into where you are now. How would that go? I'm going to tell you that I would probably not accept most of what came towards me because I either wouldn't trust it, not for me, you know, but so that's what I mean. Like this is good. You've gained your strength and you don't realize how much strength you've actually gained through life already. It's amazing. Like you're not dead. You're watching this with me right now. So when you're not dead, it means you're actually stronger. You were able to get through whatever you had to get through before. So whatever this is now, you're going to do it. You can do it. And it's bringing you into, so the purpose of this, the little eureka that I had, because you're coming out of shadow work, which is school. This is hard. It's work. It's contemplation. It's working through my fears and in my anxieties, and it's working through all that stuff. But when you come into the upper world, this is what I like to call like the sunshine. This is vacation. The bell's about to ring and you're going out for summer vacation. That's the kind of energy that this is. This is bringing you the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. But wait a second, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Aquarius. It's just because sometimes too, when we've been in a heavy energy with a lot of struggle, a lot of frustration, a lot of even sadness, disappointment, sometimes it's hard to trust the light. Sometimes it's hard to trust maybe whatever this is that's coming towards you. So let's figure it out. Now that I have this new deck here, my very first deck ever, which is Modern Spellcasters Tarot. Upper world. What comes in after the death? This just popped out on its own, right? What comes in after the death for Aquarius? What comes in after the death card? The crow. The truth will be spoken, is what the crow is saying. The truth will be spoken. Oh, you guys with all your cards and me. Wow. Wow. Okay, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. So what comes in, there's a lot to contemplate here. There's a lot to think about. So you might feel overwhelmed. It might feel very dreamy. You might be in and out of, oh gosh, too many choices. I don't know which way to go. Don't worry. You'll be guided. Just don't worry. You'll be guided is the message that I'm getting. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. You will try to regain, I want to say, your stability, your balance. Hanging on to what you have. You may hang on. You may, and that was 2. Oh yeah, no, it's coming 2 because you now have the Ace of Swords twice, and here it is in the other deck, the Ace of Swords, and this is fiery. There's a lot of passion behind this truth. There's so much passion behind this truth, Aquarius, that's coming in. It's a rebirth in truth. It's understanding your own truth. It's sharing your truth. This is living your truth in a very divine and passionately driven sense. You know, this, I really like this guy. The more I get to know him, the more I appreciate him. He's been given a very bad rap. And he's been given a very bad rap by those that get into their dark side and don't utilize it, don't utilize going into their dark side and understanding it and exploring it so that they can recognize the light. So that's why he's here. Without this energy, right, you wouldn't notice the light. There wouldn't be light, really. It would just always, you have to have the yin and the yang, right? They need to play with each other. They need to play in and out of each other. And I feel like your deeper desires, if they serve you well, if you feel in your gut, whatever this is for you, if you can really feel it in your gut, like if I feel like I'm moving towards it, it feels good. It makes me feel happy. But if I feel like I'm moving away from it, I feel heavy. I don't know, right? Like that's sort of like your spiritual compass, how to move. And the last card after that fiery Ace of Swords, Aquarius, is the 10 of Cups. The end of the cycle. This is fulfillment, happiness, joy, abundance, friendship, love. It's everything, right? The 10 of Cups is everything. It's finding the end of the rainbow. It's just embrace, it's when you're ready though, right? Like, I mean, I've been through cycle changes. I know you can't always just, yeah, okay, embrace it and go. Oh, geez, you got to work through it. You got to work, you got to do the test, you got to study, but just know you're moving out of that dark energy. I love how this has sort of picked up from last week to move out of that shadow work, move right into upper world is what you're being asked. Like, how amazing is it that that card has come out for you like that? Move right into upper world. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to clarify with these cards. I do want to, I'm still, no. I was going to pull out, I don't know, maybe some will be disappointed. It is a beautiful deck. My Journey of Love Oracle deck. But I just got Dog Wisdom. Just came through. I love puppy ducks. Oh, I could just spend all day with little dogs. Okay. So you're going to get a final card, a final, you're going to get the final last word is coming from the canines. But dog backwards is God. So here you go. It's divine love. I heard a really cool little phrase once. I can't remember if it was in a meme or what it was, but it was a parent trying to explain to their child why, you know, it was a sadness because their dog had departed, their dog had left, you know, I guess it lived 14 or 15 years and it was gone now, and the parent was very sad and trying to console the child, but the child said to the parent, said, "Mommy, don't you understand? The reason that dogs don't stay as long as we do on Earth is because the whole reason for being here is to learn to love unconditionally. And dogs do that so much faster than we do. So Fido, or whatever the dog's name was, has already learned that lesson and is on to like a better place." The child was consoling the adult. And what a wise, it's so true, isn't it? So the unconditional love of the dog world is coming out here for you to give you a final message, Aquarius, in this reading. Just a final message to Aquarius, whether it has anything to do with this reading or something they just need to hear, and something just, oh, that's weird. How the heck did that happen? This Seven of Swords somehow ended up in the deck. When we were shuffling, the weirdest things happen on this table sometimes. I swear to God. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Final message. Let's see what we get here. Sometimes these, oh, there we go. Oh. Don't let your pride get in the way. Maybe that's something here. Let's see. What does it say about the pride? Oh gosh, this is alphabetical. Give me a second. E, B, C, D. Okay, I got it. I'm going the right way. Wait. Playfulness. Getting close. Pride. Make no apologies for who you are and stand tall and be proud. Okay, so maybe pride isn't getting in the way. Maybe pride is not getting in the way. And look at this as a short stack. That's what I call my dog Lily, because she has short little legs. I love short stack dogs. They're so cute. Is that a corgi? They are cute. I think I would like to have one. They're so cute. Wow, make no apologies for who you are. Of course, the dogs know better than I do. That's what this upper world card is about for you. It's finding that. It's peeling the layers of that onion off and really finding your truer, deeper self again. Make no apologies for who you are. This is where you're meant to go. This is maybe who you're meant to be with. This is maybe what you're meant to do. But this is you. Aquarius, it's you. It's all you. So take it, run with it, love yourself, and that's it for this week, my dears. Until next week, Aquarius, have a wonderful Divine You week. Be gentle with yourselves. Bye.